Cybercrime, also known as computer crime, is the use of a computer as a tool to further illegal ends such as fraud, trafficking in child pornography and intellectual property, stealing identities, or violating privacy. As computers have become more crucial in commerce, entertainment, and government, cybercrime, particularly through the internet, has gained much importance. One type of cybercrime is cyberhacking. Hacking is the term used to describe acts aimed at compromising digital devices such as computers, cell phones, tablets, and even the entire networks. While hacking isn't necessarily for harmful purposes, most references to hacking and hackers currently describe them as illegal cybercriminal activity motivated by monetary gain, protest, information gathering, or even just for the joy of the challenge. To prevent the cybercrimes in the country, the Philippine Congress enacted the Republic Act No. 10175 or the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, which addresses cybercrimes committed against and through computer systems. It includes penal substantive rules, procedural rules, and also rules on international cooperation. Now, what can you do to stave off hackers? Here are some ways to secure your information and computer system from hackers. First, use browser extensions to prevent malicious websites and suspicious downloads. There are several free browser extensions that keep a list of harmful and phishing sites and block them. Second, the harder your password, the better your account will be protected from hackers. Use a mix of uppercase and lowercase letters, symbols, and numbers. A longer and more complicated password is more difficult to crack, and never give your password to anyone. You should not just disclose it to your friends and family, but also to anyone who pretends to be a computer technician. You can also change your password often, or maybe once in every 6 months. Third, make use of two-factor authentication. Instead of receiving immediate access, they will be needed to submit additional information. Before you can access your account, you must input a code provided to you via text message or another service. Monitor the devices that are logging into your account. Log out any unidentified devices or locations. And do not forget to log out your account to any shared or public devices. And fifth, if possible, avoid utilizing the public Wi-Fi networks. Hackers have the same ease of access to these networks that you have. If you must use the internet in these locations, acquire a virtual private network service to protect your online activity.
Copyright infringement basically means that you, a third party, are using somebody's copyrighted work without their permission. That might mean that you're displaying it, distributing it, performing it, or just making a derivative work, again, without the copyright owner's permission. So it's pretty simple. It has nothing to do with why you're doing it, how you're doing it, or anything. The fact is that you, as a third party, are using it without their permission.
There are two types of music copyright, the compositional copyright and the sound recording copyright, making 200% of a song. But Hollis, how can there be 200% of something? I think understanding a song as 200% is the most helpful way to recognize that a song is in essence two parts, the song as it's written and the song as it's heard and experienced. Because the two copyrights are so distinct in what they are, how they're owned, and who controls them, I think it's best to think of them as two separate entities. Technically, it's two halves of a whole, but imagine a coin with two sides. Compositional copyright is heads, and the sound recording copyright is tails. The compositional copyright, the first 100%, is often called publishing. This refers to the song's composition or ownership. So if I write a song completely on my own on the piano, then I own 100%. If someone sends me an original beat to write on and I write a song on it, that means that two of us have written a song 50-50.
So, according to Merriam-Webster, to plagiarize is to use another's production without crediting the source. to steal and pass off the ideas or words of another as one's own. So I've been seeing a lot of people using other transitioners' ideas as their own.
Trademark protects items like a symbol, a word, or a phrase that identifies a business. Trademarks are established with common use in the business. And last, a patent. A patent is an invention. It's a new way to do something. So in a nutshell, if you created a new body of work, you want to go with the copyright. If you created a symbol to identify your business or a phrase, you want to go with the trademark. And if you have a new invention for a new way to do something, you want to go with a patent.